ministers and high-level authorities of science and technology of the Western Hemisphere, Assistant Secretary of the OAS, Nestor Mendez, Executive Secretary for Integral Development, Kim Osborne, ambassadors and dignitaries from OAS member states, esteemed scientists, researchers, and members of the Scientific Community of Americas, distinguished guests. Welcome to the 2024 OAS Science and Technology Awards Ceremony. My name is Maria Molina from Univision, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to be your Master of Ceremonies today. Today, we gather in this House of the Americas to honor pioneering visionaries from the Americas who have made groundbreaking contributions to global science, technology, and innovation while carrying the core values of the Organization of American States of Cooperation, Sustainability, and Inclusion. This year's honorees represent all regions and subregions of the hemisphere, including Barbados, Canada, Chile, Honduras, Mexico, Uruguay, and the United States. We want to especially recognize the high-level authorities and ambassadors from OAS member states who are joining us here tonight. Congratulations to you and your countries for producing such outstanding examples of hard work, knowledge, and willingness to contribute to the scientific development of the Americas. As citizens of the hemisphere, tonight we're all proud and honored to celebrate you. To begin this ceremony, I would now like to invite Executive Secretary for Integral Development of the OAS, Mrs. Kim Osborne, to offer a few remarks.
Good evening again, distinguished ministers and authorities, Assistant Secretary General Nestor Mendez. I do apologize for the absence of the Secretary General. He's actually on his way from the Dominican Republic and won't make the flight on time to join us here from Dulles. So his apologies, he very much wanted to be here. Ambassadors and dignitaries from OAS member states, esteemed scientists, researchers, and innovators whom we're here to honor this evening. I am so very honored to be here this evening. Tonight, we gather to reignite a cherished tradition of the Organization of American States, honoring the brilliant minds from across the Americas who, through their outstanding work, are not only advancing global science, technology, and innovation, but are having profound impacts on our communities, improving the quality of life and driving socioeconomic progress in our countries. It is with great pride that we reestablish this prestigious award, first introduced in 1972 as the Bernardo Husay Award, to pay tribute to the great Argentine Nobel laureate, Dr. Husay's great groundbreaking research in medicine revolutionized our understanding of diabetes, leaving an indelible mark on our global health. From its inception, this prestigious prize celebrated exceptional contributions in different fields, such as biological sciences, physics, chemistry, and mathematics and applied technological research for development. As envisioned, the award was not just about recognizing brilliant research and innovation. It was about highlighting the real-world impact of science, technology, and innovation, whether advancing socioeconomic opportunities or solving the pressing challenges of our time. The essence of this award remains as relevant today as ever. In fact, in a world where science and technology is evolving at unprecedented speed, recognizing and uplifting our region's innovators is important, as it signals that their hard work is not going unrecognized. And for future generations, we are presenting role models that they can emulate. In many ways, this evening is so very deeply personal for me. I thought it was very important to share with the rest of the world what our region has to offer. So often we hear of others doing things, particularly in the global north. without realizing the pioneering work that is taking place right here in Latin America and the Caribbean. So many of you who are receiving this prize are from the diaspora, and we are incredibly proud of you as a people. With our passion and dedication, your passion and dedication, you are not only driving cutting-edge research and innovation, but you are also contributing to our collective progress as a hemisphere and indeed the world. Your work embodies the spirit of solidarity and cooperation that drives the work of the OAS. I hope that this ceremony will inspire us to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in the boundless potential of our region and of science and technology to transform lives. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure tonight to welcome you to this celebration, a celebration of inspiration, of progress, and a renewed commitment to the extraordinary power of science and technology. I thank you, and we look forward to celebrating you tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Osborne, for those inspiring words. Tonight, we honor 7 exceptional individuals whose work exemplify the best of what science, technology, and innovation can achieve. Their contributions remind us of the importance of investing in talent, fostering collaboration, and embracing innovation as a tool for progress. Unfortunately, as Ms. Osborne said, Secretary General Luis Almagro was not able to join us tonight due to a conflict in his agenda. His Excellency Ambassador Nestor Mendez, Assistant Secretary General of the OAS, will present the awards to our distinguished honorees. Ambassador Mendez, please join us on the stage to give a few welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday afternoon. I don't think anybody is prepared or willing to endure another long and painful, although interesting, speech. So I will refrain from that. You know, I'm from Belize, and so in the Caribbean, everybody knows that, especially if you have a nice glass of wine waiting for you, and you have to listen to a speech, you never give a speech. You do not stand between hard-working professionals and a nice glass of wine. I'm not going to do that. I'm here to extend the awards, to present them, and to join you later to celebrate those well-deserving people of our Americas.
Thank you, Assistant Secretary Mendez, for your remarks, and that's why we're here, to celebrate. Let us now turn our attention to the honorees. I will ask Secretary Osborne to please introduce the first honoree.
I'm introducing the first honoree, who is Dr. Cohen. Dr. Henry Cohen, a renowned global leader in gastroenterology. Dr. Cohen has dedicated his career to transforming medical education and patient care. He is best known for spearheading the revolutionary ECHO project, which has democratized healthcare knowledge and training, ensuring that even the most remote communities receive high-quality care. Through this program, Dr. Cohen has demonstrated, how innovative solutions can bridge gaps in healthcare accessibility and improve patient outcomes on an unprecedented scale. Dr. Cohen's unwavering commitment to healthcare equity and innovation embodies the highest ideals of this award. His work not only advances the field of medicine, but also serves as a powerful testament to the potential of collaborative, technology-driven approaches in addressing health disparities. By fostering a global network of shared knowledge and support, he has enriched lives across the Americas and beyond, inspiring countless healthcare practitioners and leaders to pursue greater equity in their communities. We are thankful to Dr. Cohen for sharing his work and for advancing cooperation within the region through the OAS. Tonight, as we honor Dr. Cohen, we celebrate not just his remarkable achievements, but his enduring legacy as a champion of healthcare, accessibility, education, and human dignity. Dr. Cohen is joining us from Uruguay online. Dr. Cohen, you have the floor.
Thank you indeed for your generous words. As I was not asked to speak English, I will say some words in Spanish. So, señor embajador Néstor Méndez, señora secretaria ejecutiva para el Desarrollo Integral de la OEA, Kim Osborne, señora representante de los países miembros, colegas que reciben el reconocimiento. Es un gran honor recibir este premio. Agradezco especialmente al Comité de Selección y también al representante de mi país, Uruguay, a su embajador Washington Abdala y a la ministra consejera Silvana García, quien recibe en mi lugar este reconocimiento, ya que no he podido estar presente en Washington para esta ocasión. En el día de hoy recibo un reconocimiento a la ciencia y tecnología. Debo admitir que uno de mis desvelos a lo largo de mi carrera ha sido el desarrollo de la ciencia y, por lo tanto, la necesaria relación entre academia y gobiernos. Si bien en mis años de trabajo he tenido varias experiencias en lo que concierne a este vínculo, que hicieron posible diferentes proyectos, el caso de la sinergia entre ciencia y gobierno más exitoso que conocí en Uruguay fue el que se dio durante la pandemia. En abril del 2020, recién llegada el COVID-19 al Uruguay, tuve el honor de ser invitado por el presidente Luis Lacalle Pou a integrar un grupo asesor científico honorario junto con los doctores Rafael Radi y Fernando Paganini. Pasaron ya 5 años en los cuales quedó demostrado que los gobiernos que recibieron asesoramiento científico tuvieron mejores resultados en la lucha contra el COVID. Sin embargo, un trabajo recientemente publicado en Nature demuestra que 80% de los científicos encuestados consideraron que esta relación es aún pobre y 70% creen que sus gobiernos no la aplican de rutina. Esto constituye un verdadero desafío para trabajar en conjunto, los científicos, los gobiernos y organismos internacionales como lo es la OEA. Desde hace algún tiempo, gracias a la Agencia Uruguaya de Cooperación Internacional, en especial a su director Mariano Berro, he tenido la posibilidad de mostrar mi trabajo al frente del proyecto ECO en América Latina, en diversas actividades organizadas por la OEA, y por este motivo interpreto que el premiado es justamente este proyecto. ECO nació en Nuevo México hace 21 años, gracias al doctor Sanjeev Arora, que se encontraba angustiado por la carencia de médicos entrenados en el diagnóstico y tratamiento de la hepatitis C, provocando que los pacientes llegaran a verlo con la enfermedad avanzada y se produjeran muertes que se podían haber prevenido. Cada año en todo el mundo millones de personas mueren a causa de enfermedades que se pueden prevenir, tratar e incluso curar. Esto sucede porque los proveedores de atención médica en sus comunidades no tienen el conocimiento y la experiencia necesarios. Inspirado en la forma en que los médicos aprendemos en los ateneos clínicos durante las residencias y durante toda nuestra carrera, el modelo ECO ha evolucionado hasta convertirse en un marco de aprendizaje que se aplica en todas las disciplinas para lograr un cambio profundo y sostenible. En sus ateneos virtuales, ECO utiliza Internet para que los participantes presenten casos clínicos reales para su discusión y la elaboración de recomendaciones. Nuestro modelo de intercambio de conocimientos reúne al especialista de múltiples áreas para lograr un enfoque sólido y completo que describimos como un círculo virtuoso en el que todos enseñan y todos aprenden. Como resultado, la comprensión colectiva sobre difundir e implementar las mejores prácticas en diversas disciplinas mejora y se expande continuamente. Este ciclo continuo de aprendizaje, tutoría y apoyo entre pares es lo que hace que ECO sea único, logrando un impacto duradero que va mucho más allá de una capacitación presencial, un seminario web o un curso de aprendizaje electrónico. Y no está más decir que para el personal de salud y para los pacientes la participación es gratuita. Si tuviera que resumir en 2 palabras, los objetivos de ECO son democratizar el acceso a la atención médica de las personas que viven alejadas de los grandes centros de salud y desmonopolizar el conocimiento médico. ¿Y qué hemos logrado en estos 21 años en el mundo y 10 en Latinoamérica? ECO ha llegado a más de 200 países. Casi 7 millones de personas asistieron a sesiones en todos los continentes. En 2014, ECO Uruguay, desde nuestra Universidad de la República, pública y gratuita, se constituyó en el primer hub eco de América Latina. 2 años después fuimos nombrados Super Hub, permitiéndonos entrenar a colegas de otros países. En esta década hemos aplicado esta metodología en 17 programas y han participado 8.700 profesionales en todo el Uruguay. En América Latina entrenamos más de 1.000 colegas en 17 países. ECO ha sido en todos los casos un ejemplo exitoso de colaboración de la ciencia médica con los gobiernos, sin importar su partido ni ideología, como debe ser, contribuyendo a llevar mejor salud a todos los ciudadanos, independientemente de donde vivan. Creo que todas las experiencias de sinergia entre gobierno y ciencia deben inspirarnos a pensar en nuevas formas de colaboración por el bien de nuestra gente. Hace una semana recibimos una gran noticia. Gracias a la interacción a la que hacía referencia antes, entre ECO y OEA, se decidió crear un hub ECO en Salvador de Bahía, Brasil. Esto nos permite avisorar un futuro en el que muchos más centros se incorporarán al proyecto para lograr nuestros objetivos. Este es nuestro desafío. Yo no podría imaginar un mejor aliado para lograrlo que la Organización de Estados Americanos, que lucha por mayor justicia social desde 1948. Les agradezco a toda su atención. Me siento orgulloso de recibir esta importante distinción y estoy pronto para seguir trabajando por el sueño de alcanzar las metas que nos unen. Muchas gracias.
So to receive the award on his behalf is Ms. Silvana Garcia, Minister Counselor of the Permanent Mission of Uruguay to the OAS. Thank you, Dr. Cohen, and congratulations on your award. Our next honoree is Dr. Cardinal Ward from Barbados, a trailblazer and one of the world's foremost experts in optical engineering. Dr. Ward has earned international acclaim for his pioneering research and groundbreaking innovation in photonic systems and technology, which have transformed this critical field and enabled advancement in communications, imaging, and sensing technologies. Dr. Ward is a designated history maker by the United States National Science Foundation, NSF. Dr. Ward is being recognized today not only for his extraordinary contributions to science, but also for his profound commitment to shaping the future of scientific and technological developments in the Caribbean. As President of the Caribbean Diaspora of the Science, Technology, and Innovation, and Interim Executive Director of the Caribbean Science Foundation, he has been instrumental in nurturing a new generation of talent through mentorship programs, capacity building initiatives, and strategic partnerships. Dr. Ward has worked tirelessly to equip young scientists and engineers in the region with the tools and opportunities they need to succeed, fostering innovation and empowering communities across the Caribbean. Dr. Ward has also collaborated as mentor and expert in several OAS SETI programs and COMSIT initiatives. Dr. Ward is connected remotely. To receive the award on his behalf is Mrs. Cristobal Reese, Interim Representative of the Permanent Missions of Barbados to the OAS. In a second, we will hear him.
Okay.
Congratulations, Dr. Ward, and you now have the floor should you wish to say a few words.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Maria, for such kind words. Because you were so eloquent and comprehensive, there is not much more for me to say. But for our listeners, both in the room and also virtual, the Caribbean Science Foundation is the vehicle that we've been using to help with science and technologies and STEM in general in the Caribbean. And so I can talk a little bit about that. But yes, thanks to all the ministers and high authorities in science and technology present and also on the Zoom call. And thanks to Kim Osborne and to all the people down the chain in the OAS, including Cesar Parga and Aria and Quintal, who have been communicating with me. It's my pleasure and honor to accept this award. The Caribbean Science Foundation, its location is in Barbados, but it serves the entire Caribbean region. And we are very much focused on STEM for youth, as you just heard. The honor today really belongs not just to me, but to the team at the CSF, including my wife, Dinah, who's, I don't think she's on the call right now, and all of the staff in the office. Because of my role as professor of electrical engineering at MIT, I've gotten a lot of assistance from my department, so I need to thank them as well. And some of my fellow colleagues as professors have also contributed to teaching and learning in the region. You know, a call out for Jacob White, who helped with the electronics course in the Caribbean, and also Steve Lieb, both from the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science at MIT. And several instructors from the physics department has also helped to teach our students. And of course, our main program and oldest program is called SPICE, Student Program for Innovation in Science and Engineering. And this is a program where we bring students from all of the CARICOM and CARICOM associate countries. It's a competitive program to get in, but as many as we can accept, we do. And typically it's 20 to 24. But we bring them to Barbados every summer, and they reside on the campus of the University of the West Indies in Barbados. And so we have teaching assistants living with them, and several of those teaching assistants have been from the United States, mostly from MIT. Some are grad students, some are undergraduate students, so they also should share in this award. But the CSF actually has 4 programs running. The SPICE program is the oldest, and Dr. Sa is the one who actually runs that program. And we have a Barbados Junior Robotics Camp that's open to all CARICOM and CARICOM associate country residents if they can find their way to Barbados and find food to eat and a place to sleep. We have computer coding workshops, which help with the workforce of the future, training them in website development and Python. And you may be excited to hear that this summer, when we run it again, we are going to introduce introductory AI as one of the classes this summer for whoever wants to sign up. And finally, ongoing right now are the Caribbean STEM Olympiads, where we give medals from platinum, gold, silver, bronze to Caribbean students who perform well in mathematics, in computer coding, and in robotics. The finals are going to be in the middle of January. I think it's around January 14th, 11th, 12th, 14th. Anyway, it's that week. And so if you have a chance, you can visit the CSF website and look for Caribbean STEM Olympiads, and you'll see what's going on there. But I can't say enough thanks to MIT, because our students who are in the SPICE program, we've served about 245 altogether since 2012, and 30 of them have gotten into MIT. Presently, right now on the campus, there are 13 students. Some are doing PhDs and masters, and most of them, of course, are undergraduates. But they're also at Harvard and Stanford and University of Pennsylvania, Columbia, Princeton, and several in Canada and the UK. So that, in a nutshell, is perhaps what we're best known for in the Caribbean Science Foundation. But again, thanks for considering me. I'm sure there were lots of other worthy persons, and so I'm truly, truly honored, and I want to thank Christabel Reese for agreeing to accept this award on my behalf, and all my greetings to the embassy, the Embassy of Barbados in Washington, D.C., and thanks to everyone present and maybe on Zoom.
And thank you, Dr. Ward. Our third honoree is Dr. Arturo Reyes Sandoval from Mexico. It is a pleasure to recognize a visionary scientist in vaccine development whose work has saved countless lives and transformed global public health. Dr. Reyes Sandoval has led groundbreaking efforts to develop innovative vaccines for diseases such as dengue, chikungunya, and Zika, illnesses that disproportionately affect underserved population in tropical and subtropical regions. His research has been instrumental in advancing effective preventive measures against these debilitating diseases, offering hope to millions worldwide. Most notably, Dr. Reyes Sandoval recently contributed critical research to the development of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, a pivotal tool in combating the pandemic and saving lives on a global scale. His work reflects both scientific excellence and an unwavering commitment to addressing pressing public health challenges and reducing inequities in access to healthcare. Beyond his research, Dr. Reyes Sandoval is an advocate for strengthening the scientific capacity of Mexico and Latin America. By mentoring young scientists and promoting collaborative initiatives, he has helped inspire a new generation of researchers to push the boundaries of science for betterment of humanity. Dr. Reyes Sandoval supported and participated in the official designation ceremony of the OAS Center of Excellence in Hidalgo, in Mexico. Dr. Reyes Sandoval, please join us to receive your award and deliver a few remarks. We invite Her Excellency Ambassador Permanent Representative of Mexico, Luis Elena Baños Rivas, to the OAS to join Dr. Reyes Sandoval for the official picture. Thank you, Ambassador.
Quiero agradecer este reconocimiento. Primero que nada, ¿preferían en inglés o en español? I'm not sure whether it's better in English or Spanish if we have an English-speaking person. Quiero agradecer, para mí es un gran honor el estar el día de hoy, el recibir este reconocimiento. Desde niño quise desenvolverme como científico, lo soñaba. Mi institución, el Instituto Politécnico Nacional en México, me dio esa gran oportunidad. Ahí es donde estudiaron mis padres. Es una institución creada para darle educación gratuita completamente a los mexicanos y ha tenido más de 1 millón de egresados y hay 216,000 estudiantes, 250,000 de personas. Esta institución me permitió llegar a Estados Unidos hace 21 años, desarrollar un sistema de adenovirus por cuestiones genéticas para usarlo como vacuna. Posteriormente me fui como científico a la Universidad de Oxford, ahí llegué con los adenovirus y 15 años después concluyó en el desarrollo de lo que es la vacuna de Oxford AstraZeneca para COVID, en la cual el desarrollo participé en ello junto con un gran grupo de científicos ya como profesor en la Universidad de Oxford, y hace 4 años tuve la gran fortuna, un cambio de vida. El presidente de México, el presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador, me llamó para dirigir la institución donde yo había estudiado, donde estudiaron mis padres, donde trabajó mi abuelo. Soy politécnico de cepa, larga cepa, y quiero decirles que ha sido una gran decisión de vida que no cambiaría, ya que tengo la oportunidad de estar dirigiendo ahora esta institución. Es un gran proyecto social que da educación a los más pobres en México, a los más necesitados, y tenemos ahí al mismo tiempo a los más talentosos estudiantes del área STEM, ciencias, ingeniería, tecnología, medicina. Yo quiero decirles en agradecimiento a la OEA, yo quiero extender una mano a nuestros hermanos en Centroamérica, Sudamérica, en el Caribe, para decirles que las puertas del Instituto Politécnico Nacional están abiertas para ofrecer educación a estudiantes que así lo requieran desde el Caribe, a quienes consideren que necesiten tener ese beneficio. Una de nuestras más importantes escuelas, además de la de medicina, es la de inteligencia artificial, la Escuela Superior de Cómputo, donde hay ciencia de datos también. Y yo cuando llegué al Politécnico, mi proyecto principal ha sido la internacionalización y cómo abrir puertas para que haya más politécnicos en el mundo, más latinoamericanos en el mundo y más mundo en el Politécnico. Una de ellas es que transformé el examen de admisión y hasta hace algunos años era imposible prácticamente para un ciudadano de otras partes del mundo entrar a una institución como el Politécnico. Aplicamos la inteligencia artificial, decidimos realizar el cambio de ese examen y ahora ese examen lo realizan los estudiantes desde la comodidad de su casa. Con inteligencia artificial podemos verlos, escucharlos, saber que están haciendo de buena manera el examen y eso nos trajo grandes sorpresas de tener 0 estudiantes viniendo de otras partes del mundo. Este año tuvimos 400 solicitantes desde Corea del Sur, Vietnam, Francia, España, la mayor parte también son de Latinoamérica y ellos ahora pueden gozar de esta educación gratuita, laica en mi país y quiero extenderles la mano a nuestros amigos latinoamericanos, caribeños, si consideran que pueden beneficiarse de una educación de excelencia. La educación es un derecho universal al que ahora pueden acceder todos nuestros hermanos latinoamericanos en el Instituto Politécnico Nacional. Así que aprovechando que hay muchos ministros de ciencia y tecnología y de otros países, les extiendo la mano el día de hoy. Les digo que las puertas del Instituto Politécnico Nacional están abiertas para que sus estudiantes talentosos puedan venir a México, puedan regresar a su país a participar en la transformación de nuestros países o también podemos proveerles de las estrategias para realizar lo mismo, ya que sabemos que el tener estudiantes internacionales aumenta el ranking de sus universidades y podemos ofrecer esta tecnología. El Politécnico realiza muchos proyectos al gobierno federal, somos el brazo tecnológico del gobierno de México y así le hemos hecho grandes proyectos como el diseño del sistema de telecomunicaciones de un estado tan grande como el de Sonora. En uno de nuestros egresados inventó la televisión a color en la década de los 60, en el siglo pasado. Proveemos en el Politécnico, diseñamos y creamos la tinta indeleble que hace posible las elecciones y la democracia en México y ahora la exportamos también a Guatemala y a otros países del Caribe. Es una gran fuente de talento, así que también ofrezco esos proyectos vinculados para realizar estrategias que ustedes crean conveniente para sus gobiernos en cuestión de ciberseguridad, de inteligencia artificial, ciencia de datos. Así que esa es mi manera de agradecer a la Organización de Estados Americanos, a cada uno de los presentes, a la embajadora permanente de México ante la OEA, Luz Helena Baños, gracias por todo esto, Kim Osborne, y bueno, gracias a todos por escucharme y por este galardón. Muy agradecido.
Thank you, Dr. Reyes Sandoval, and our most heartfelt congratulations. Our next distinguished honoree is Dr. Rosibel Ochoa of Honduras, a remarkable leader in the realms of technology transfer and innovation ecosystems. Through her visionary approach and steadfast dedication, Dr. Ochoa has reimagined the entrepreneurial landscape of Latin America, fostering an environment where innovation can thrive. Her work has catalyzed the development of robust networks that bridge the gap between research, technological advancements, and market-ready solutions. By nurturing collaboration among institutions, entrepreneurs, and policymakers, Dr. Ochoa has empowered countless innovators to transform their ideas into impactful products and services. Through years of dedication to the OAS program, Hub on Technology Transfer and Commercialization for the Americas, Dr. Ochoa has served as an inspiration and model for hundreds of innovation leaders and professionals throughout the region. Her resolute commitment to mentorship, and capacity building is contributing to the economic development of the region and strengthening the resilience of local communities. Dr. Ochoa's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of leadership that blends expertise with an unyielding drive to create opportunities and foster sustainable development for the communities of our region. Today, we celebrate her extraordinary achievements and the profound impact she continues to have on the future of emerging economies. Dr. Ochoa, we invite you to the stage to receive your award. We also invite a representative of the delegation of Honduras to the OAS to join Dr. Ochoa for the official picture.
Muy buenas noches. No sé si hablar español o inglés, las dos son difíciles ahorita. Primero que todo quiero darle mi agradecimiento a la OEA, al secretario asistente de la OEA, Miss Kim Osborne, a todo el equipo, a mis amigos de más de 10 años, César, Parga, Ariane, Quintal. Muchísimas gracias. Now I'm going to turn to English. So this is a very special moment for me. When you do certain things, you don't do it because of recognition. You do it because of passion and because of your principles. And this started when in Honduras. I actually have a degree in engineering. I'm a chemical engineer by training in the National University of Honduras, the public university. And when I was in school, I had 3 wonderful professors, teachers who came to the US as graduate students, and they saw something. And they helped me get fellowship to go to school, to pursue a master's degree in engineering with the idea that I was going to go back. But it turns out that I fell in love with science. And I wanted to be a scientist, I wanted to be an engineer, I wanted to build things, and I wanted to learn all the time. And that's something that I learned from my professors in Honduras. And that was something that not just me, everybody in this public university were imparted that same thirst. It's just that I was fortunate to have that opportunity. So in the United States, a whole world opened for me. I went to work for the private sector as an engineer, develop patents, work on new batteries for our cell phones that still have not been fixed. But now in electric vehicles and fuel cells, and always in the private sector, there was always this idea that you have to do things really fast, you have to do things on time, and you have to be very efficient. And then when I moved from the private sector to the academia, first at Georgia Tech, and then at the University of California in San Diego, it always puzzled me, why is it that we cannot do things faster and more effective? Why that mentality that the private sector has cannot be brought into academia? Which there's something to learn from that. So, and then the third thing happened, which is I fell in love with entrepreneurship. Particularly at that intersection, which is really difficult, of translating science into products. Many people do not realize how difficult that is, and essentially scientists have everything against them. And so my job, my passion has always been, how can I help that next person, not innovator, not just professors, students, and now people from the community to turn those ideas into businesses, because we know businesses create wealth. And by the way, that's not just in Latin America, it is here in the United States. So after I was recruited to go to Riverside. And in my remarks this morning, one thing I didn't say during my presentation, that the reason I went to the University of California in Riverside is because it looks a lot like Latin America. 50% Latinos, 20% only have college degrees, lack of access and lack of investment. And what I have demonstrated, I believe, and that I think is a potential for our region in Latin America, is that if you have the right passion, commitment, and structure, and money, you can get a lot done. So, and we call it in Riverside, extreme hand-holding. And so what I love to do for my next 10 years after working with this wonderful team for so long is to continue doing that. Now it's going faster. AI is transforming everything. I look forward to really continue that. And where I am, and also where I can be working with all of you, I think that is a wonderful opportunity. And also we cannot leave anybody behind. Nobody, not small businesses, no women, not people from rural areas. And that's really a commitment that of all of us that are so privileged, we have to do it. We have to pay it back. And then finally, I really want to thank my family. I'm very fortunate to have my mother with me, Eva Salgado. I have to say that if I want, and I tell her this, because of her extremely high work ethics, this idea that you always have to do more and more and more, you actually can accomplish a lot. And then also I want to thank my husband, Efrain Figueroa, a physicist who is with us and also a scientist from Guatemala. And my daughter, Lourdes, who's studying neuroscience, and I thought that she's going to be a scientist. She doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, unfortunately, but that's okay. So finally, what I want to say is that in entrepreneurship, I have worked with thousands and thousands of students, not only in the US, but also in Latin America. And we always ask, one of the first things that we ask the students is, who's your team? Entrepreneurship is a team effort. And everything that we do is a team effort. And so this is the team. And I look forward to working with all of you to actually make a difference in our region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ochoa, and of course, congratulations to your mother, Mrs. Eva, Mr. Efrain, and your daughter, Lourdes. Our next honoree is Dr. Alejandro Adem of Canada, a distinguished mathematician and a visionary leader in science, technology, and innovation policy. With an illustrious career spanning decades, Dr. Adem has made significant contributions to the field of mathematics, particularly in algebraic topology and geometry, where his research has advanced our understanding of complex mathematical systems. His scholarly work has earned him international recognition and numerous accolades, cementing his place among the world's leading mathematicians. As the president of the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada, Dr. Adem has been a driving force behind initiatives that connect academia, industry, and government, fostering collaboration to tackle some of the most pressing challenges of our time. Under his leadership, ANES-ERC has expanded innovative research programs that not only strengthen Canada's global position in science and technology, but also enhance its ability to contribute to international efforts addressing critical issues such as climate change, health innovation, and sustainable development. Dr. Adem's impact is not confined to Canada. He has also played a pivotal role in fostering collaboration with Latin America. By championing partnerships that bridge North and South America, he has helped create opportunities for joint research projects, talent exchange programs, and capacity building initiatives. Dr. Adem has served as mentor in OAS technology transfer programs, and during his tenure at MITAIX, supported OAS exchanges on competitiveness, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Dr. Adem, please come to the stage to receive your award. And we also invite our a representative of the delegation of Canada to the OAS to join Dr. Adem on stage for the official picture.
Well, thank you very much. When I first heard about this prize, I was really stunned. I really did not expect it. And I really want to thank the OAS for awarding this prize to me, or shall I say, to what I represent. Now, when we look at the Americas is a very special continent, all the way from Canada to Argentina. Wonderful countries, wonderful people, and a huge intellectual resource for the world. I feel very fortunate to have been born in the Americas and to have studied here and to be working here and to have been able to travel throughout the region, South America, Central America. And I've always met great people, warm people, people who want to do things, and we continue on this journey. Now, why is it that I'm here? Well, I started out as a student in Mexico, where I was born, a proud student of the National University of Mexico, where I studied mathematics, and I had some excellent teachers. After that, I went to the United States, where I was a PhD student at Princeton University. So I owe a great debt of gratitude to both countries for training me as a mathematician. I won't give you the details of how we train mathematicians, but let me just say that my graduate courses had no grades. It was only an asterisk, and your only chore was to write a thesis and graduate. After that, I took a position at Stanford, and then a faculty member at the University of Wisconsin for many years. And then one day, I got an email from University of British Columbia in Canada, asking me if I'd be interested in applying for a job there. And said, wow, it's in Vancouver. Wow, it's, British Columbia is the greatest place on earth. That's what the license plates there say. So, wow, we can go to Vancouver. So, sorry, packed our bags and moved to Vancouver. And my family, very supportive, very excited by the idea. So I joined the University of British Columbia as a professor of mathematics and a Canada Research Chair. And I began my career in Canada. And I really want to say the warmth, the generosity of Canada in adopting me, not as a young guy, I was a little bit advanced there in years, the generosity and the support that I received there at all levels is something which really helped my career in an incredible way. And my family that settled there, I'm extremely grateful to Canada, Canadians, British Columbia, Canadian government, and all the colleagues there for the warm reception that I received. After a few years, it turns out that they asked me to serve in a capacity, not just as a mathematician, and I won't belabor my research here because you probably don't want to hear about that, but I had the great opportunity to lead 3 different organizations. First of all, the Pacific Institute for the Mathematical Sciences, which is a consortium across 9 universities in Western Canada and United States, where we promoted, developed mathematical research, the promotion of mathematics, which I think is at the core of science, technology, engineering, and in the discussions about AI, mathematics underlies a lot of that work. After that, I had the fortune of being the CEO of MyTax, which is a not-for-profit that creates collaborations between academia and industry. And to me, it was an eye-opener. I visited companies which told me, we want researchers here. We want students to come here and work here and do what we call research-based experiential learning. And that's where I met Cesar, and we had some very interesting activities. I remember very well, it was a workshop in Baja California, in La Paz, and wonderful stuff. And I learned more about what OAS, what the Americas is doing in the areas of innovation. And after that, I was recruited to become president of the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada. And there, well, it's a big responsibility because we have to fund around 11,000 professors, I don't know how many thousand students and postdocs, and secure stable, reliable funding for the community of scientists and engineers in Canada. A huge responsibility, but I have a tremendous team there, and it's a wonderful community to be able to support. And at the meetings here this week about artificial intelligence, I am reminded that the Americas is a whole, that the Americas is an integrated entity that we have to share, that we have to work together. This world is a very complicated world. There's a lot of turbulence. They always said that the new world offers hope to everyone. Let's make this a reality by working together to make this the best continent there is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Adem, and congratulations once again. We now recognize Dr. Pablo Zamora of Chile, a true visionary in the fields of biotechnology and sustainable agriculture. Dr. Zamora's groundbreaking work has left an indelible mark on the way we think about food production and sustainability. As the co-founder of NotCo, he has harnessed the power of artificial intelligence to revolutionize the food industry, creating plant-based alternatives that are both nutritious and environmentally friendly. This innovative approach has not only made significant strides toward reducing carbon emissions and environmental degradation, but has also addressed pressing issues of food security, making high-quality, sustainable food accessible to communities around the world. Dr. Zamora's contributions extend beyond the realm of technology. His leadership has inspired a new generation of scientists, entrepreneurs, and advocates who recognize that real progress comes from solutions that harmonize with the planet's ecological balance. Through his relentless pursuit of excellence and his commitment to driving change, Dr. Zamora has demonstrated the extraordinary potential of combining science with a deep sense of social purpose. Dr. Zamora has contributed as an expert to the OAS ministerial process of science and technology. He has also served as mentor and host of the OAS Hub program on innovation and transfer of technology in Chile. Today, as we celebrate his remarkable achievements, we acknowledge his technical expertise and his unwavering dedication to building a future where innovation and sustainability work hand in hand. Dr. Zamora, please join us on stage to receive your award. And we invite His Excellency Ambassador Sebastián Kralhelvich Chadwick, Permanent Representative of Chile to the OAS, to join Dr. Zamora for the official picture.
First of all, thanks for the award. I will speak in my own language. I think we have a lot of Spanish community over here. Bueno, primero que nada, darle las gracias a OEA, a Kim Osborne, a César, Arián. Estoy muy contento de estar acá recibiendo este reconocimiento. Creo que es un reconocimiento que refleja una trayectoria muy inquieta de mi parte. He tenido la fortuna de formarme en una familia muy intensa, muy científicamente, muy avesada, muy crítica, donde mi infancia fue marcada por temas tan importantes como ser scout y estar en la naturaleza y tratar de encontrar siempre los desafíos que me permitieran entender la vida en su conjunto. Partí como un científico, pero mi vida fue mutando hacia un científico aplicado y después de ser un científico aplicado a convertirme en un emprendedor y después de convertirme en un emprendedor hoy día estoy en parte de policy maker. Tengo la fortuna de liderar organizaciones muy importantes y mi historia se resume de la siguiente manera. Yo fui un científico inquieto desde pequeño, siempre quise que mi ciencia fuera lo más aplicada posible, pero quería hacerlo fuera del laboratorio, quería hacerlo en lugares extremos, quería sentirme bien con la naturaleza, que es el espacio donde yo habito y me siento más vivo. Mi educación, yo soy un hijo de la educación pública de Chile. Estudié en la Universidad de Santiago de Chile, hice mi pregrado y mi doctorado en la Universidad de Santiago. Y posteriormente, durante mi doctorado, lo hice en la Antártica, tratar de entender los procesos de resiliencia de las plantas, pero siempre en ese tiempo de espaldas a la sociedad. Quería convertirme en un científico de outdoor, pero sin personas. Y curiosamente, después que me vine a Estados Unidos para hacer un postdoc y ahí seguir mi carrera universitaria, me di cuenta que el vínculo de mi investigación con las personas era absolutamente importante. Tuve la fortuna de estar en México muchos años, amo México tanto como amo Chile. Me tocó estar en Oaxaca de Juárez y en diferentes partes tratando de entender un proceso tan bello que yo consideraba que debería existir en la naturaleza, que era cómo las plantas, los cereales, cómo los maíces se autofertilizan. Y esa autofertilización que hoy día no existe en el mercado, sí debería existir en comunidades de indígenas que conservan estos recursos genéticos de muchos años y que ancestralmente han logrado desarrollar estos cultivos. Y ahí me tocó interactuar con comunidades indígenas junto a Paulina, mi compañera, la cual hemos creado una familia increíble, y hacer un primer gran descubrimiento. Y ese gran descubrimiento que tiene impacto global, que es básicamente eliminar los fertilizantes nitrogenados, que solamente en Estados Unidos representan 5 billones de dólares, me abrió la puerta para entender de que mi investigación científica no estaba llegando donde yo quería que llegara. Y descubrí que la mejor manera que yo tenía para impactar la sociedad que yo quería impactar era a través de las startups. Y ahí hice un cambio en mi carrera, me fui a estudiar, a trabajar a una multinacional para entender cómo se hace investigación aplicada, y desde ahí decidí emprender. Y logré emprender en una primera compañía llamada Into Genetics, donde aprendí muchas cosas de cómo hacer negocio, y mi vida fue mutando desde el momento de descubrir algo, entenderlo, parametrizarlo, a tratar de empaquetarlo y a ponerlo a disposición de la sociedad. Y ese tránsito de encontrar un vehículo que me permitiera ágilmente impactar la sociedad es lo que me llevó a generar varias compañías más. Una de las compañías que generé y que es muy exitosa se llama Notco, que partimos 3 personas y hoy día son casi 500 personas en casi toda Latinoamérica y el mundo, que utiliza inteligencia artificial para eliminar al animal en la industria de consumo masivo. Pero después de eso vino Spora Biotech, una compañía que está tratando de sustituir el uso de los animales en el mundo textil y desarrollar nuevos textiles funcionalizados utilizando biotecnología y nanotecnología. Estoy involucrado en compañías que están desarrollando a través de química computacional el desarrollo de nuevos fármacos que permitan evitar la metástasis, y así me he diversificado en tratar de entender desde mi capacidad intelectual cómo lograr resolver problemas grandes y problemas urgentes. Y estos problemas grandes y urgentes, que son como lo que me toma en el día a día, me ha permitido encontrar equipos extraordinarios. Y estos equipos extraordinarios han caminado conmigo en muchas de las compañías. Cuando yo volví a Chile, no volví a ser profesor universitario porque creía que ese no era el camino, y logré que la Universidad de California, Davis, donde yo estaba, se fuera y abriera el primer centro de la universidad fuera de Estados Unidos, y se instaló en Santiago, y logramos hacer que la industria chilena invirtiera los primeros millones de dólares importantes en hacer investigación aplicada para hacer que nuestras empresas fueran más competitivas. Ese camino ha sido muy bonito, no lo puedo hacer solo, tengo un montón de gente alrededor que trabaja conmigo, que cree en mí y que me refuerzan el día a día de que las capacidades intelectuales no son suficientes si no hay humildad, no hay humanidad y no hay empatía por los problemas que están afuera. Todas las mentorías que yo hago, todos los esfuerzos e inversiones ángeles que hago en las compañías son solamente en compañías que tienen la urgencia de resolver un problema que en la sociedad está latente. Yo soy un convencido que los que hacen los problemas, las industrias que crean problemas, no son la llamada a resolver los problemas porque no tienen ganas de cambiar. Por lo tanto, la startup y la scale-up son un modo de desafiar ese status quo y presentar soluciones novedosas a una velocidad acelerada, utilizando todas ellas la ciencia y la tecnología como un bastión de su modelo de negocio. Estaba en ese camino, siendo muy feliz, siendo un emprendedor feliz, hasta que, al igual que Alejandro, si no me equivoco, me llama el presidente Boric. El presidente Boric me llama, el presidente más joven del mundo en su momento, y me pide el desafío de que mi mirada de científico empresario se fuera al sector público, y me dio 2 desafíos, pero maravillosos. Que uno es la presidencia de la Fundación Chile, una organización en Chile extremadamente relevante que ha sido básicamente responsable del dinamismo económico sostenible de Chile. Fue aquella que desarrolló hace años la industria del salmón en Chile, la industria del arándano en Chile, la industria de carnes procesadas, la primera empresa de energía solar. Hoy día en Chile el 60% de la energía viene de energías renovables no convencionales, y quien desarrolló esa plataforma fue Fundación Chile, y me da el rol de dirigir una organización súper compleja que va desde la educación pública hasta el venture capital, pasando por capacidad humana y hidrógeno verde. Y esta visión que viene del mundo de la innovación o de emprendimientos dinámicos le hace muy bien al Estado. Y hoy día yo soy no solamente presidente de Fundación Chile, sino soy asesor directo de la Presidencia de la República en temas de innovación, y me puso en un cargo que para mí era complejo, pero que él creía, yo creo, en su visión, que iba a tener mucho valor, que era el Consejo del Banco del Estado. El Banco del Estado de Chile es el banco más importante por lejos, tiene la mayor permeabilidad de cobertura, y de los 18 millones de chilenos hay 16 millones de cuentas bancarias, y la inclusión financiera se debe al Banco Estado. Entonces yo me preguntaba qué hace un bioquímico con un doctorado en biotecnología como director de la banca pública. Y la respuesta fue sencilla: la mirada que venimos del mundo de la ciencia le hace muy bien a la política, la ciencia le hace muy bien a las empresas, y el método científico ayuda a mirar los problemas de una óptica distinta. Y yo he encontrado que este tránsito de moverme como emprendedor, de científico a emprendedor, de emprendedor a inversionista, de inversionista a policy maker, ha sido muy, muy notable, y yo lo valoro mucho. Que yo haya llegado hasta acá involucra muchas cosas. Involucra tener amistades que me ven en el día a día y me refuerzan quién soy desde que tengo 11 años. Involucran unos padres, mamá normalista, muy estricta con el estudio, papá muy acompañador, mis hijos que están conmigo todo el tiempo, Paulina, por cierto, mi compañera. Y hemos visto que la vida es más allá que la ciencia y los negocios, entonces nos hemos metido en cosas muy bellas como hacer un restaurante, por ejemplo, para la vida de Neruda hoy día, hacer una escuela para educar a niños en el campo y poner toda esa disposición y toda esa red de contacto al servicio de niños que en otras condiciones no tendrían las mismas posibilidades porque estamos en un lugar rural y bien deprimido económicamente. Entonces, quiero agradecer a muchas personas. Soy consecuencia de una visión, creo yo, de una visión política de cómo se tiene que empujar el desarrollo de un país. Estoy comprometido con Chile, más allá de si el gobierno es de una tendencia política de otra. Yo creo que nosotros, los que tenemos la fortuna de aportar e incidir en estos espacios de poder, lo tenemos que hacer con mucha generosidad. Bueno, estábamos hablando con Rosibel hace un rato que la mayoría de los países que están afuera se quieren quedar en sus países, y la mayoría de los chilenos que están afuera queremos volver a Chile. Nos pasa eso siempre. Siempre creemos que Chile es el lugar que nosotros tenemos que habitar, porque es un lugar que tiene muchas deficiencias todavía, y nuestras capacidades tienen que estar al servicio del desarrollo de un país. Entonces, esa mirada me gustaría compartirla con ustedes. Estoy muy, muy feliz y muy honrado de recibir este reconocimiento. Agradezco el equipo, agradezco el rol de la OEA que cumple en el continente, pero además agradezco el staff de OEA que está preocupado continuamente de que las cosas mejoren y de una mirada muy, muy democrática. Y no me queda nada más que agradecer a todos y todas aquellas personas que han estado interaccionando en mi vida, que me han permitido tomar este camino, que para algunas personas es un camino medio esquizofrénico, porque hago restaurantes y hago venture capital y hago banco pero soy una persona feliz. Y soy una persona feliz aportando a Chile y aportando a la región. Como último botón, les quiero contar que Chile ha tomado una decisión importante, en la cual yo tomé cierto grado de protagonismo, de que Chile tenía una política muy importante para poder formar compañías. Tenemos la aceleradora de compañías más grandes del mundo, llamada Startup Chile, pero todos los que veníamos del mundo de la ciencia, todos los que veníamos del mundo de la ingeniería, hacer compañías que son más pesadas, más intensiva en capital y más intensiva en infraestructura, nos costaba mucho más. Mi compañía, Notco, tuvo que levantar las primeras rondas de inversión fuera de Chile, y nos costó mucho convencer que Chile tenía el talento suficiente para poder correr una compañía de alcance global, que hoy día es un unicornio. Entonces generamos una nueva política pública que se llama Startup Labs, que va a permitir formar al año, solo en el primero que vamos a armar en Santiago, con Fundación Chile y la Corfo, que es una agencia de innovación extraordinaria que tenemos en Chile, en 5 años 200 compañías de base científica tecnológica, donde la propiedad intelectual es importante, donde el modelo de negocio está anclado al conocimiento y donde vamos a resolver problemas de alcance global. Esas señales que trascienden a los gobiernos, esas señales que de algún modo permiten que la economía se diversifique y se complejice y vayamos saliendo de los commodities tradicionales que tiene Chile, es una oportunidad de desarrollo para los territorios y es una oportunidad de desarrollo para la gente que habita el país. Así que yo estoy muy contento. Este reconocimiento lo tomo no solamente personal, sino con todo el equipo de gente que viene, que comulga con mi forma de ver la sociedad, pero al mismo tiempo que me ha ayudado a llegar hasta acá. Así que gracias a OEA, gracias a los colegas, felicitaciones al resto de los galardonados. Sus currículos son absolutamente más impresivos que los míos. Me siento un pedazo de atmósfera, como yo digo, comparado a algunos de ustedes, pero queda harto por remar y estoy muy, muy contento de estar acá. Así que muchas gracias.
Thank you, Dr. Zamora, and congratulations. Our next honoree is Dr. Natacha De Paola of the United States, a true pioneer in biomedical engineering whose work has had a profound and lasting impact on the field. Her contributions to the development have helped to redefine patient care while saving and improving countless lives around the globe. Dr. De Paola's legacy extends far beyond her scientific achievements. As a leader and advocate, she has been unwavering in her commitment to championing diversity, equity, and inclusion in STEM fields. She has worked tirelessly to open doors for women and girls in science, creating opportunities and fostering environments where underrepresented groups can thrive. Through advocacy and transformative initiatives, Dr. De Paola has inspired countless young minds to pursue careers in STEM, helping to diversify and strengthen the global scientific community. Dr. De Paola's dedication to interdisciplinary collaboration is another hallmark of her remarkable career. Her ability to unite experts across fields to address complex challenges has set new benchmarks for innovation in STEM. Dr. De Paola is a long-standing OAS collaborator, generously providing expertise to Prospecta America, ComSeed working groups, and hosting the OAS ACE program in her Innovation and Entrepreneurship Lab. Dr. De Paola's contributions remind us all of the immense power of collaboration and the critical importance of inclusivity in driving progress. Dr. De Paola, please come to the stage to claim your award and say a few words.
Good evening. It is a great pleasure to receive this award and be also in the company of the other awardees. I want to thank the OAS for giving me the opportunity over probably the last 10 years to participate in discussions in the whole area of technology, impact, innovation, and which to me is always being center of my passion and my work. So I want to thank Ariane and Cesar, because as they invited me to these discussions, I was also working with a couple of other organizations in STEM, the Global Engineering Council, which actually has a chapter of LATAM for Latin America, IFES, the International Federation for Engineering Education, and had the opportunity to actually travel the world and spend significant amount of time visiting countries in Latin America to learn about their development in STEM. Now, why was that so important and relevant to me? I came to the US 40 years ago. Had just finished my undergraduate degree in engineering, in mechanical engineering. I was very passionate by the concept of applying engineering and technology to medicine, and at that time, those kind of disciplines were not very evolved in my home country. So I came to the United States, and I was given a fantastic opportunity to train and learn in some of the best institutions of this country, MIT, Harvard, continue the Mass General Hospital, the Brigham and Women's Hospital, all in Boston, in Columbia University, and later on at Northwestern University, in which I was doing some training, and the opportunity that was given to me was fantastic. Opportunities to learn and to advance my intellectual interest and research in the whole area of biomedical engineering and biophysics. So when the OAS was so wonderful to invite me to have these discussions about transformational technologies and the impact that could have in the Americas. For me, that represented two things: a great opportunity to reconnect with, some of my roots, because as we all feel, Latin America, and it's all Latin America, we don't see big differences between the countries. And the second, and perhaps most important for me, it was a great opportunity to explore how we can create opportunities in STEM to other young people, particularly people who may belong to underserved populations, people who have not have opportunities, women in particular. So it was really an opportunity to try to identify and create opportunities for others so that they will have probably the same kind of experience that I have, and opportunities that really gave me incredible amount of satisfaction and happiness to be able to conduct all the research that I have done. I used to have a research lab in my closet when I was a kid, and I don't want to go there. But that concept of creating opportunity is very important to me. I come from a family of educators. My mother was a professor of physics and was a great inspiration to me. So I also feel that it's very important to be a role model for women in particular, and for young people who sometimes all what I need is one interaction, one opportunity to find something that will be the passion for the rest of the world and to be very successful. So I think, again, my mother was a role model for me. I hope to be a role model for other young women. In addition to the research that I do today, in areas that you don't want to hear about, another initiative of effort that takes my time is in workforce development. I believe it's very important to do training for students to be competitive when they join whatever they're going to join after, after graduation. I'm a professor of biomedical engineering, and in addition to my research, I work with the undergraduate students, and I have the privilege to teach the senior capstone design in biomedical engineering, in which I have a group of students that they are mine for the whole year, in which I put them to do work that is of significant impact. So I pick the topic that they're going to work on, and their challenge is they need to develop a technology, and at the end of the year, they need to show that they have solved the problem and present prototypes. And so 1 year, we work on respiratory disorders and diseases. We also, another year, we work on diabetics, new technologies that can improve the life of people with diabetes. This year, my students are working, and these are not my research students, these are the students that we are preparing for the workforce. They are working on developing technologies that can improve the life quality of people with degenerative diseases. And that is extending the life of people with degenerative diseases, even if for a little short, in a way that they can have some life quality, is very important. It's shocking when somebody is diagnosed with a degenerative disease that they know they're going to die. There is not much that can be done. But if we can use technology, and I believe there is an incredible impact of technology in medicine and healthcare, if we can then extend the period where people can be independent, they can actually have a good quality of life, is important. So we do this, and we build also into the ethics and societal commitment of the students that as biomedical engineers, they have the technology, they're going to work on solutions for medicine and healthcare, but it needs to be something that is inclusive, that it can actually reach many people to do some good. So, I could tell you many stories. I think I probably gave you a little feeling of what was my trajectory, in which I have the opportunity to be in leadership roles, policy-making roles, and at the end of the day, what I really enjoy the most is working with young people, try to create opportunities for them, mentoring And of course, my research is in my heart, and that's something that I keep separate for that. So I want to thank, again, the OAS, Ms. Osborne, who actually I have met, and I have witnessed all the great work that she's been doing here, and Ariane and Cesar, who, again, we traveled the world, we met a lot of people, we spent long evenings discussing about opportunities, what can we do, and I really hope that there has been a little bit of a contribution to bettering the conditions and the future for the young people of the Americas. I think I lost my mother about 8 years ago, and I think she would have been very proud. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. De Paola, and congratulations again. Tonight's ceremony has illustrated the profound impact of science, technology, and innovation on our societies. Let us live here inspired by these honorees, committed to advancing the frontiers of knowledge and determined to harness innovation for the greater good of the Americas. A special thank to all the ministers, ambassadors, and dignitaries present here tonight. Our gratitude to Assistant Secretary Mendez, as well as to Executive Secretary Osborne for your leadership. We invite you to continue the celebration at the reception in the Gallery of Heroes. Let us carry forward the message of unity, innovation, and progress. Thank you all, and good evening.